Hello guys, this is Dudical with Man Up Mate, where 3 stars win wars and egos lose wars. I wanted to start out by giving a big shout out to Jake over at One Hive Raids. His channel on YouTube is really what inspired this and honestly has kept me playing Clash of Clans. I think if I hadn't learned about all these awesome strategies for getting 3 stars in raids instead of just being content with 2-star attacks, I think I probably would have lost interest in the game. So big shout out to Jake at One Hive Raids. Check out and subscribe to his channel, and you will learn a ton in terms of strategy-based design, gameplay, and uh, just philosophy about the game. The other thing I'd like to say is if anyone gets a chance, there are several petitions out there for Supercell to address the issue of cheating. It's been a little while since we've had an update here because we had 2 clans that were obviously using mods to identify all of our traps before the war, which made for 2 losses in a row, which we were kind of frustrated by. Anyway, uh, this war was us versus Ninja Indonesia. Just to look at the war stats here, you can see we got 18 out of 20 bases 3-starred, which I'm super proud of all of our guys. We had an amazing fight here. It was fantastic. So I'm going to start with a couple of hog attacks here. First one is by Pepsi. We've seen his hog attacks before. And just to pause quickly and look at this base here, you can see there's really no double giant bomb threats at all. There's this spot here, which is a 2x6, and this spot's a 2x2. Otherwise, inside his base, there's really nothing threatening. So suspicion is that these are probably going to be Teslas. They could be giant bombs, and so you can be ready to pre-heal there anyway. But a good base selection in terms of using hogs. Pretty straightforward hog army composition. The other thing that's nice about this base, he leaves these anchors here so that you can kill his clan castle troops there. So we'll see how it goes. Does the lure with a little barbarian here, brings in one more barbarian to make sure he's got all those guys pulled out, and pulls him down to this corner here. We'll speed that up a little bit while he gets the job done, gets him into a nice tight cluster, and sends in some barbs in a little circle. One thing I want to say here, he is sending his hogs in front of his kill squad, which is fantastic. The hogs are going to take out these defenses that would otherwise knock out his kill squad. The other thing that's nice about that is that usually the hogs are going to finish on the opposite side of the base, so when the hogs start doing cleanup over here, the kill squad will be cleaning up on this side, so they'll all meet in the middle and you get a little bit quicker finish, so you don't run out of time. Other comments as far as placement, he covered that giant bomb here when that went off, so that was fantastic. Otherwise, just dropping the heals in places where there are a lot of defenses, and he really didn't lose any hogs at all here. The giant bombs, in order to be effective, really should be put between 2 defensive buildings so that the hogs are going to sit on that giant bomb for a while. If you just get the hogs and they pass over it and the bomb explodes behind them, it doesn't do nearly as much damage. So that's part of the reason he's got so many hogs left over, and that was such a clean and quick, decisive victory. Nice job, Pepsi. The next hog attack here I've got is Weapon X, and I believe this is versus base 8. This is a cleanup attack here, but I don't think that the giant bombs were actually identified. This is a little bit trickier base. There's a lot of places in here that could be hiding giant bombs, including a possible double right here. Some other double giant bomb spots here, single giant bomb spot here, double giant bomb spot here. None of those are particularly good for double giant bombs, but it's just a little bit of an unpredictable base. At any rate, Weapon does a good job. Gets the lure with a giant. I like that a lot better than using another hog here. They're both 5 troop space, but the giant's going to have a little bit higher hit points, and in this case is a better choice because he's going to live longer and get the full lure than a single hog would. Pretty straightforward clan castle kill. Surrounds them with archers. Takes out those wizards. And then he starts his raid over on this side. Did one test drop there to look for a bomb, which is a smart idea. And good quick reflexes. Covers that first giant bomb with a heal. Second giant bomb here, he was a little behind the 8 ball, but the hogs came right back into that heal and then recovered. So anyway, so he cleans it up here and sends the kill squad in behind where the Hogs have already cleaned. I'm sorry, the cleanup crew behind where the Hogs had already cleaned out the defenses, which is great. Would have been nice to have dropped at least one of them right here, since there's no reason for anyone else to go back to this side of the base. So watch those corner builder huts. They can be your ally because they give you a good anchor when you're doing the clan castle kill, but don't forget when you're dropping your cleanup squad to get rid of those things. And there are a fair number of our 1-star hog attacks or 2-star hog attacks are just because we run out of time. So, all right, moving right along, we've got a number of dragon attacks. Still, that's what most of our people are doing at low to mid Town Hall 8. Even some of the high Town Hall 8s doing a lot of dragon attacks. There are a few here that were a little bit more creative, which I really wanted to feature using hogs or loons in particular. To take out extra air defenses. So this one here, this is actually a cleanup attack Burley did. I take it back. This is not a cleanup attack. It is an example of some back-end loons, though. So to start out with, not super happy with the funnel. Really, if you're going to be coming in from this side, you want to take out this corner and this corner first. There's a high risk of these dragons coming in here and then spreading out the way he's done this. Gets the rage, gets the dragons in there, and gets the clan castle pulled. And finally, the part that made this interesting is he did drop in some back-end loons. It would have been nice actually to put that rage spell down a little bit sooner, to be honest. You could have put it over here. It lasts long enough that those loons would have gone through there anyway, and they would have spent less time getting shot at as they went in, but that's the only criticism there. So work on a little bit stronger funnel, maybe drop that rage a little bit sooner, but otherwise it was a great attack. I really like the back-end loons, the way he did that. And what made that work, I'm going to go back to the beginning for a second here, but what made that work is that there was nothing to distract those loons, really. If you look at the way this is set up, unless there's a Tesla down here, the loons are going to go straight to here, and the next closest defense is right there. It's a good 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces to the cannon here. So once they've hit this, 1, 2, 3 spaces to the air defense. So when you do the back-end loons, make sure that there's nothing that's going to send your loons off in the wrong direction. If this cannon was over here instead, that would not have been a viable strategy because it would have gone here. The balloons would have gone here, and then probably up to the mortar. Anyway, well done, Burley. Next one we've got number 16. This is David. And he is also using a back-end loon strategy here. As you can see, he's going to be funneling from the northeast here. And there's a little 3x3 spot right there. Interestingly enough, like I said, this is a cleanup attack. Zumi, I think, attacked the first time and dropped a boatload of dragons and his balloons in here. The problem with putting dragons in here is you don't know what direction they're going to go. They can go anywhere, and so you're not going to get a good funnel, and your dragons are going to waste their time. But putting loons in here, they're going to go straight to that air defense because it's the closest structure. So, good choice of attacks. This one, he chose to use 2 rage and a heal. Would have been just as effective, maybe even more so, to use lightning. For example, lightning out this air defense and then have all the dragons attack here with the back-end loons. But the rage and heal works fine as well. A little bit of a tough funnel to hit both this and this is the only challenge there. But as you saw, those back-end loons came in, did a great job taking out that air defense, and then really the one last air defense for the dragons to take care of. At this point, you've still got, what, 5, 6 dragons floating around, and the only defense left is right there. So we'll let them clean up. That was fantastic. Next one, I have one attack of mine that I just want to share. And I did this attack kind of specifically to show, again, the funnel. I think some of us are still struggling with this. But this is really, it's a completely maxed out from an air defense standpoint, a maxed out Town Hall 8. I think the only thing is that one of the Teslas was one level lower than max. But here, you can see what we're doing. So to start the funnel, I actually did use my BK at the very beginning here. I wanted to send him in here to get this spot cleaned out. And then I want to get these two corners knocked out. Once those corners are gone, there's really nothing stopping my loons and dragons from staying in the middle here. So the dragons, they're going to go to the next closest intact buildings. So I've got those sides cleaned out. Now all the dragons are converging in the middle because I killed those first. Put the rage in and the balloons. They really have no place to go other than towards the middle as soon as these two defenses are down. So final rage and heal in the middle here to get those balloons doing their business. The heal was probably pretty unnecessary. There wasn't a whole lot of low DPS buildings hitting me. As some people have said, a heal does not do a whole lot of good against air defenses because the air defenses do damage much faster than the heal can actually heal them. But if you've got clan castle troops, or if you've got archer towers and other things hitting your dragons or your balloons, the heal can help them live longer through that. Anyway, again, knock out the corners first and then the middle of the side that you're funneling from. All right, and the final one, this is my favorite attack of the whole war. This is Inky, 65, attacking their number 4. And when you see this army composition, we had 8 dragons, 8 hogs, 2 heals, and a rage. So Inky's going to do a fantastic attack here, starts his dragon funnel to go after this, and then on the back end, once these clan castle troops are out and killed, he can go ahead and he dropped his hogs to take out these 2 air defenses. So he put in his own 8 hogs along with a heal spell here, 5 max clan castle hogs along with a heal spell here. The key to this is remembering he took out the clan castle troops first, so he let his dragons lure and kill those. If he would have launched the hogs in first, the clan castle troops would have taken out his hogs. So fantastic strategy against the completely maxed Town Hall 8. So stellar attack by Inky. All right, and we get the final cleanup here. A couple dragons left over to tell the tale. All right, well that was our war versus Ninja Indonesia. Hopefully we'll win this next war and have some more highlights to show for that one as well. All right, guys. Take care, and remember, 3 stars win wars, egos lose wars. Keep clashing. And if you are wondering about my voice, I'm recovering from flu, so apologies for that as well. All right, take care.